have gone unchallenged for decades. We will be talking about their hostile behavior in our near neighborhood, particularly their relationship with Pakistan, and they're building their roads through disputed territories. And both sides will be trying to arrive at a halfway house on some of these issues. Now, it's in the nature of diplomacy that not all these problems will get solved. But they'll try and find a way to live with their differences and manage that the crises don't blow up.
Right. Let me go across now to Zakir Jacob, who will explain to us what exactly happened and what was the army statement and what to make of it.
All right, so this dispute along the line of actual control has been running for a number of years now. The line of actual control itself came into existence post the 1962 war as a working sort of boundary between India and China. It's 4,000 kilometers long, a little over 4,000 kilometers. It runs all the way from Ladakh in the western side to Arunachal in the eastern side. It's over 4,000 kilometers. It's the border that separates India and China. The line of actual control, like I said, came into existence after the 1962 war. Now, the lines run over glaciers, over snow deserts, over mountains. Like I said, it's divided into three sectors. Western, which is essentially Ladakh, the middle sector, which is Uttarakhand, and the eastern sector, which is largely Arunachal and Sikkim. The western sector is the one which has seen the maximum amount of trouble of late. We've seen this in 2013 in Dipsang, in 2014 in Chumar, these repeated instances have happened over the last many years. Ladakh, the current flashpoint that's happening is at Panggang Tso, which is the lake, two-thirds of which is under Chinese control and a third of it is under Indian control. Then in the hot springs area, and the third area is Galwan Valley. Why Galwan is important is because up until now, up until this skirmish, which began on the 5th of May, it was always accepted that Galwan was Indian territory. The Chinese are trying to change that. They're trying to change the status quo, and hence this incursion in Galwan. Both sides clearly have differing perceptions of the LAC. Remember, this is a line that is not demarcated either on a map or, for that matter, on the ground. There have been attempts to exchange maps in the past, but both sides have not been able to come to a conclusion. The last military-to-military agreement that we have was in 2013. That's the border, the Boundary Defence Cooperation Agreement, the BDCA, which was a follow-up to the 1993 Agreement on Peace and Tranquility. That agreement was signed in 2013 when Li Keqiang, the Chinese premier, came to India in his first visit. There have been 22 rounds of talks since 2003 when Brijesh Mishra and Dai Bingguo were appointed by the Indian and Chinese governments as the special representatives for the border talks. It has continued all the way through up until now between Mr. Dowell and Mr. Yang Jiechi, but there has been no resolution to the boundary dispute.
No resolution, and what we are seeing at the moment is the escalation of tension on the LAC. The incident that took place last night resulted in fatalities on both sides. On the Indian side, 3 fatalities, one of an officer, 2 Jawans killed in that incident last night. At the moment, several meetings continue in Delhi. There's a brigadier level meeting that is on in Galwan Valley as well. Shreya Dhondiyal and Praveen Swami are both with us for more. Shreya, any more information that you're picking up with regards to possibly any statement that will be made by perhaps the Raksha Mantri himself? Is that a possibility?
Look, the Raksha Mantri